1. Hold on. Let me see your cable. Hello and welcome to the Gifford Gymnasium here at Wayne Hills High School in our very own Wayne Hills TV studio as we bring you today's boys basketball matchup that features the Woodridge Blue Devils and your Patriots of Wayne Hills. Alongside Jake Talrico, I'm Jason Hook as we bring you today's matchup. Let's look at some key players for today's game. My key player is Chester Macarenas, who has 45 points on the season. In the last game against the Lakeland Lancers, he was our player of the game with 12 points. And he was a great player on offense and defense that, he really deserved that player of the game. Jake, who's your key player?
My key player for today's game is Phillip Park. Phillip Park has 201 points total in the year with 34 twos, 33s, and 48 free throws made, and that's playing every single game this year. He's been a great player on offense for them as he scored the most points last game with 13. And overall on defense, he's been getting better and better as the year goes on.
Now let's take a look at the last game recap. Jake, I believe you have a recap for the last game against the Lancers.
Yeah, last game the Patriots defeated the Lakeland Lancers 54-36, and some of the high scores for that game were Phillip Park with 13, Chester Macarenas with 12, and then James Adamo with 11. All having great games equally, and Chester Macarenas hot in that first half, hitting those 3 threes really early, and then Phillip Park surging in the second half, hitting 4 threes, and it was just a great game by the Patriots, not turning the ball over, and overall they just had a great performance.
Now don't go anywhere because we will be back shortly before tip-off.
Senior forward, number 24, Matthew Delapena. Senior guard, number 3, Tyler Raymond. And senior forward, number 11, Stephen Crandall. And the Blue Devils are coached by Jim Marr, assistant coaches Jack Marr and Kyle Allen. Once again, the Woodridge Blue Devils. And now for your Wayne Hills Patriots starting lineup. Junior guard, number 13, James Adamo. Junior guard, number 1, Andre Macarenas. Junior guard, number 11, Luke Crisati. Senior forward, number 20, Brandon Caprioni. And senior guard, number 2, Phil Hart. And the Patriots are coached by Rob Carson, assistant coach Mike Musab. Once again, your Wayne Hills Patriots. The officials for today's game are Tim Winslow and Jonathan Perez. Now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
And that concludes the national anthem and lineups. I believe we have a starting 5 graphic for the Wayne Hills Patriots here, if we can pull that up. Yeah, we got Ollie Mansuroglu, number 34, Philip Park, number 2, Brandon Caprioni, number 20, and James Adamo, number 13, and Luke Rosati, number 11. As you can see, coming out of the huddle here, number 1, Andre Macarenas, will be replacing Ollie Mansuroglu in the starting 5 here, as he was absent in the last game. His brother Chester had an amazing game, though. He was our player of the game and my key player for today. It'll be great to see what his brother Andre could do today, as we see Philip Park ready to inbound the ball to James Adamo.
Now, Patriots looking to pass the ball around, but definitely looking forward to an interesting game here, as both teams have played very well all season.
As you can see, James Adamo at the top of the key. He'll pass it out to Philip Park, the three-pointer, and it is no good, and that will be rebounded by number 2, Trey Packin, the leading rebounder for this team. He's also the leading scorer and the leading stealer. That one is rebounded by Luke Cressati. He'll pass it out to Philip Park, back to Cressati. Now here's Macarenas inside. He missed the last game, but he's going to start off strong with the lay-in. And that'll put Wayne Hills up 2-0.
It's definitely what they missed about Andre Macarenas, his finishing underneath.
Interesting pass technique, and it'll be a turnover off the fast break. Here's James Adamo, and he'll score that one.
Great play by James Adamo, snagging that ball and bringing it down the court, making the easy layup.
Driving to the lane, here's Trey Packin. He'll miss that, and that is rebounded by the guard, Philip Park. Andre Macarenas for 3, and that is good. He is back. After missing the last game, he hit that runner earlier, and now he's hitting the 3, showing he is not someone to be messed with, as they take the 7-0 lead with just over a minute into this first quarter. I just want to talk about the Woodridge Blue Devils here. Trey Packin, number 2, the starter, the junior guard. He is the leading scorer, rebounder, and stealer for this Woodridge Blue Devil team. He has 161 points on the season, 84 rebounds, and 26 steals. He's definitely someone that the Patriots are going to have to look out for, but, you know, we see Wayne Hills is off to a great start so far, as Packett is going to inbound it to his teammate, number 3, Tyler Raymond. Raymond takes up the ball. He's going to pass that one inside to number 11, Stephen Crandall. Back out to Raymond here. He's going to try to drive inside, and he loses it. Going forward is Luke Cressati. He can't get it, and that one is put up and no good. Rebounded by Cressati. He's going to give that over to Adamo. Adamo over to Andre Macarenas. He is going to lose the ball, and that will be a turnover on Wayne Hills. As into here to inbound it is number 24, Matthew Delapena. And taking up the ball will be Tyler Raymond, the point guard for this team. Rizos flips it out to Packin. That one's up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Caprioni. He's going to give it over to Philip Park here. Park gives it to Adamo. He'll be left open, but he's going to decide to drive in. Philip Park, double team. He's going to put that up, and it is no good. Here's a fast break, and that one will be a score, the first of the game for the Woodridge Blue Devils. Nicholas Rizos, the junior, number 0.
Yeah, Philip Park missing a shot that he's always been making at the top of the key.
Macarenas flips it out to James Adamo, and Adamo is going to score. Looks like he got a little tripped up there and something up with his ankle. He's going to try to walk it off. And that one will be a 3-pointer made by Woodridge High School, but looks like there's an injury. James Adamo, hurt his leg, I believe. And here's Kyle Mulholland. Had a great game last night. Last game. He had, I believe, 5 points. 4 points, I believe. And that monster block that we saw before. You know, he jumped up and swatted it away. Here's Phillip Hart taking up the ball now.
Here's Kyle Mulholland getting the opportunity here early.
That one's taken by Luke Rosati. No good. Rebounded by Macarenas. Macarenas, the step back. The fade. It is good. He now has 7 points so far. Not even halfway through this first quarter. That one's going to be missed. Rebounded by Caprioni. Here's Park with it. He's going to pass it inside, but that will be stolen by number 11, Stephen Crandall. Now taking the ball is number 24, Matthew Della Pena. As he'll flip it out to number 0, Nicholas Rizos. That one's almost stolen by Andre Macarenas, but it's picked back up by Trey Packin. Rizos flips it out to Matthew Della Pena. He's going to do a spin move. Floats it up, and that is no good. Rebounded by Kyle Mulholland. And he'll pass it out to Phillip Park, the star player for this Hills team, who will take it up. Passes it out to Mulholland. Mulholland to Macarenas. Macarenas almost loses it, but he retains possession. Flips it over to Phillip Park. Park over to Macarenas. He'll give it over to Brandon Caprioni in the post. Flips it out to Park. Park to Macarenas. No good. That would have been his 10th point of the game. And Packin will throw that off the legs of Brandon Caprioni to keep possession. You know, he almost stepped out, but he threw it off of Caprioni just to make sure he didn't lose the ball. You know, he didn't want a turnover for this Woodridge team, as they are already down by 6 points with just about 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go.
Michael Sarlo, got subbed in here, number 25 for the Blue Devils.
Here's Crandall with the ball. He's going to flip it over to Sarlo. Sarlo to Packin. Packin, the three. No good. That'll be rebounded by Kyle Mulholland, as he'll give it to number 22, Chester Macarenas. Last game, he was our player of the game and my key player for tonight's game. Kyle Mulholland's going to drive in. He's going to go up, and he will be fouled. Mulholland with a great game. Yeah. He missed a few games earlier in the season, but, you know, he came around last game, and on senior night, he really showed off his winning potential, and that one was on number 11, Stephen Crandall. First free throw will be missed, as we see number 34 coming in, Ali Mansuroglu for Luke Crissati.
See if Kyle Mulholland can make this second shot, as he does. But Kyle Mulholland played a great game last time, as he had multiple blocks and a total of 4 points, and getting the opportunity again here.
Spin move by Trey Packin, as he'll take that to the lane, and here's Phillip Park with the ball again, the point guard. That'll be tipped out of bounds by Stephen Crandall, and that'll be with the Wayne Hills Patriots once again. The Patriots 8-3 on the season so far, coming off of their win on senior night. Macarenas is going to pass it out to Luke Crissati. Luke Crissati back to Macarenas. Now remember, this is the senior Chester Macarenas, not his brother, junior Andre, who so far has 7 points already in this game. Here's Chester, flips it out to Luke Crissati. Luke Crissati inside to Ali Mansuroglu. That one is going to be stolen by number 24, Matthew Della Pena. That one's up for three, and it is good, making this a one-possession game here. Wayne Hill's looking to step things up, try to keep that lead they have. Macarenas, the contested three, no good. That is rebounded by Kyle Mulholland. He's going to go up, no good. Rebounded by Mansuroglu. He's going to go up, and he will be fouled.
That was a great play there by Kyle Mulholland, getting that first rebound, going up, cannot make it, and then Ali Mansuroglu coming in, being the great teammate that he is, grabbing that rebound and drawing the foul, as Woodridge has made a little small comeback, RFC, really early in this game, as they were down 7-0 at one point. But see if Ali Mansuroglu can make now the next free throw shot.
Now he misses that one, and that foul was on number 24, Matthew Della Pena. His second foul already for the Blue Devils, and that one goes in for Ali Mansuroglu. Taking the ball is Trey Packin, the star player for this Blue Devils team. He's going to take the step back, gives it over to Crandall. Crandall back over to Packin. Here's number 25, Michael Sarlo. Going to pass it back over to Trey Packin. Drives to the lane. He'll flip it out. That is no good. And it will be rebounded by Holly Mantaroglu coming in out of nowhere. Swiping that ball away. That one's over to Chester Macarenas, back to Phillip Park. Over to Macarenas again. Gives it outside. Ali Mantaroglu for three, and no good. That one's going to be rebounded by Trey Packett. He's going to pass that one inside to his teammate. Here's Steven Crandall for three. And that is good. Bounces off the front of the rim and gets that little front spin on it, so it'll fall in.
Game tied again now here early. Even with Blue Devils having 2 fouls and Patriots having none.
That one's going to be a Kyle Mulholland layup, as he will be contested on that one, but that does not scare him as he goes up with it and he makes it. The three-pointer for the Blue Devils, no good, and that is rebounded by Mulholland.
Mulholland already all over the court, taking the opportunity and driving with it.
The acrobatic layup from Phillip Park. He goes up with the jumper on the inside. He decides, no, I'm going to go underhanded with it, and he makes it. That'll be 17-13 Wayne Hills. As that one is inside. Here is number 12, Icavino for Woodridge. As it is now a 2-point game, taking up the ball will be number 2, Phillip Park, the leading scorer for this Wayne Hills Patriots team. Pass that one over to Chester Macarenas. Chester back to Phil. Swings that one over to Luke Crissati. Luke Crissati back over to Park. Now here's Macarenas with it. Park with the ball with 4 seconds left. He'll drive. He'll take the step back. And that is no good. As we end the first quarter, 17-15, Wayne Hills. The leading scorer, I believe, is Andre Macarenas with 7 points. Jay, can I get a fact check on that and some more stats on the team?
Yeah, Andre Macarenas does have 7 points, making that 3 early, and then James Damo with 4, even though he came out of the game early. Unfortunate. He is a great player for this team, as he usually covers the point guard for the Patriots, but it looked like Chester Macarenas took over that role covering the point guard there for the Blue Devils, and then Kyle Mulholland having a great game, getting subbed in for James Adamo, already having about 3 rebounds, and then that drive-in layup. But so far, great first quarter from the Patriots, as they racked up 13 rebounds really early into the game, even though the score is only 17-13, but the rebounds definitely helped them out.
Yeah, we saw that unfortunate James Adamo injury. He was limping off the court, but it was a bit of a blessing in disguise for Kyle Mulholland as he came in the game. He started, going off. He now has 3 points and a few good rebounds, as he is a key factor as to why Hills has, retained their lead, as even though it's lower than before, I believe their biggest lead of the game was 8. They are now only up by 2, but let's see if Hills can, increase the lead in the second half, and that is a 3-pointer, no good. That one is rebounded by number 1, Andre Macarenas. He'll pass it inside Ali Mantaroglu, and that is good with the layup. Ali Mantaroglu, the leading rebounder for this Hills team. That one is blocked by Mantaroglu, but Woodridge will retain possession, and that is a turnover there for the Blue Devils. As we see Andre Macarenas will inbound it now to Phil Park. Driving into the lane is Chester Macarenas. He'll pass it over to Park. Park inside the alley-oop to Andre Macarenas. He'll go for the layup. Interesting choice there. He could have caught it, gone down, and went up for the easy layup there, but he's trying to get that quick bucket, maybe save some time for later in the second quarter.
Definitely trying to be a little fancy here early. As you heard Phil Park say, ball. I don't think you noticed that Andre Macarenas really wasn't expecting the ball to come to him that quick. That's probably why the shot was a little off there.
Here's Del Pena. He'll pass it over to Rizos. That is stolen by Ali Mantaroglu, and here's Macarenas with the ball. Passes it over to Chester, his brother. He'll flip it over to Phil Park. Phil Park, the 3! And that is good. Phillip Park, the 3-pointer. Now here's Rizos with the ball. He'll stumble a little bit, but he'll keep possession there. Number 24, De La Pena. He's going to drive to the lane, and he will be fouled, and no good, but he will be fouled there by number 1, Andre Macarenas, the second foul so far in this half for the Wayne Hills Patriots, and that is his first of the game.
Yeah, a very clean game by both sides. There's only been 4 total fouls, two by each team, but referees definitely letting him play more aggressive. As the past couple of games, we've seen more fouls getting racked up. At this point, we had about 7 fouls for each team, but now referees letting him play more, which makes it a more fun and aggressive game.
And De La Pena misses the first shot, but he will make the second as Andre Macarenas is now subbed out after that foul, and Brandon Caprioni is in for the Patriots. That's a three-pointer from Chester Macarenas. No good. He gets his own rebound there. Love to see the effort and chasing it down. He'll pass it into Ali Manzaroglu, who will pass it into Luke Crissati, but he will be blocked by number 0, Nicholas Rizos, the junior, the starting guard.
I feel like you always see a foul on that type of play.
Three-pointer. Chester Macarenas goes for it again. No good, but that'll be another rebound for Wayne Hills. Ali Manzaroglu takes it back. He'll pass it over to Crissati. Crissati over to Park. A 3. No good, but that'll be another Patriots rebound as Phil Park gets it this time.
Wayne Hills being an absolute menace underneath, getting every rebound.
Slowing the tempo is Park now. He'll pass it over to Chester Macarenas. He'll pass it inside. Ali Manzaroglu, the mid-range shot. No good. And that was almost rebounded again by the Patriots, but Woodridge swoops in, and they pick up that board off the glass. As you can see, number 3, Tyler Raymond, now with the ball. He'll swing it over to Crandall. Now here's Trey Packin, the star player for this Blue Devils team. That is no good, but it will be rebounded by the Blue Devils. They'll go up for it. They'll pass it out, and that is a three-pointer. A little interesting of a pass. I believe he went up for the shot, and it got blocked, and it landed in the hands of Nicholas Rizos. So he'll hit that corner 3 there. Here's Brandon Caprioni going to go up. No good, but Chester Macarenas off the rebound tips it back in mid-air.
Chester making a great play underneath there. Just following the ball with his eyes and great instincts and just tapping the ball right in the basket.
Here's Tyler Raymond driving. No good. That'll be rebounded by Macarenas. Here's Philip Park now. Off the pass from Chester Macarenas. That'll be up and good from Luke Crissati. Almost lost there, and it will be lost as that is a turnover for the Blue Devils. Number 24, De La Pena, was being double-teamed. He tried to throw a little one-handed pass over to Trey Packin, and that is not something that usually goes well, especially in high school basketball. You know, those one-handed passes you got to watch out for, because with one hand, you're almost always going to be a lot less accurate than with both. Chester Macarenas, the 3. That is good!
Finally gets one down after missing 2 in this early second quarter, but gets one to fall. There's Chester Macarenas now with 5 points on the game.
Posting up is De La Pena for the Blue Devils. He passes out to Trey Packin. Packin gonna drive in. And that is good right over the defender, Philip Park. Number 2 versus number 2, both leading scorers for their respective teams. Ali Manzaroglu with the reverse layup there. And that will put Wayne Hills up by their biggest lead of 10 points.
Now it looks like we have a replay of a 3-point shot. Let's see if we can look at it now. Now it looks like this is passing out to Philip Park here, hitting that deep 3, and then splashes it right in the defender's face, putting the Patriots up by a big margin after that one.
Yes, we are about 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the first half right here. The Wayne Hills Patriots lead 31-21, the biggest lead of the game. Both teams with 2 fouls. Jake, let's take a look at the highest scores so far for this Hills team.
Some of the highest scores are still Andre Macarenas with 7, and then Ali Manzaroglu. A bit of a surge here in the second quarter as he's getting more of a role with 5 points himself, having racked up 5 rebounds himself also. And then a total of 17 rebounds for this Patriots team, a ridiculous number. still with less than half the second quarter to go, compared to the Blue Devils, only 8 rebounds, but Blue Devils do have 4 turnovers on today's game, which is costing them this 10-point deficit.
On the court now, we have Brandon Caprioni, Phil Park, and Chester Macarenas, the 3 seniors, along with Ali Mansuroglu and Luke Risati, the 2 juniors. That one is going to be stolen by Macarenas. He's going to pass it over to Luke Risati. He's going to be fouled, and that is no good as he goes for the and one, but that is going to be missed, unfortunately, there, and he will go to the line for 2 off the shooting foul from number 2, Trey Packin. Here's Risati at the line. His brother, Nate Risati, is injured with a leg injury, and he will miss that first one, but Luke Risati, a great shooter for this Hills team, and it'll be very interesting what he could do next year in his senior year here at Wayne Hills. That one is made, and here is De La Pena taking up the ball. Not a lot of substitutions so far for this Blue Devils team. Well, you know, the Patriots have been making their substitutions, getting a lot of players some court time, and that will be a foul on number 20, Brandon Caprioni. Excuse me, that will be on number 25 with an over-the-back foul. Going for the rebound, that'll be Michael Sarlo with his first foul of the game, the 4th for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, Brandon Caprioni had him boxed out there, and then number 25, Michael Sarlo, reaches over him.
Ali Mansuroglu with the 3, no good. That is rebounded by Caprioni. Here's Macarenas with that one. Chester Macarenas had a great game in the last game, and, you know, he's already showing some signs of another amazing game so far, as that one is in for the Blue Devils. Here's Philip Park. He'll pass it over to Chester Macarenas again. The reverse layup. That is good. The 2 Macarenas brothers, Andre and Chester, have really been amazing on this offensive end here.
Yeah, both the highest scorers. Andre with 7, and then Chester with now 9.
That one's a deep 3 there from De La Pena. That's going to miss, and that is rebounded by Ali Mansuroglu. Here's Philip Park now with it. He'll flip it out. Chester Macarenas, he will be blocked. Rebounded by Trey Packett, and he'll give it over. And that is a turnover. Excuse me, that will be tipped out by one of the Hills players, as that will stay with the Woodridge Blue Devils. But that, of course, no, once again, that looks like it was tipped out.
I definitely did not see any type of tip there, but obviously I don't see any of the Patriots players arguing, so most likely one of them did tip the ball. Now the referee's having a discussion on, oh, now this will be Patriots ball. I definitely did not see a tip, but obviously no complaining from the Patriots.
Here's Philip Park now with the ball, the star guard for this team. He'll flip it out to 22. Chester Macarenas will flip it back to Park. Here's Luke Risati now with it. He'll give it back to Park. Park inside. He'll give it to Macarenas. Macarenas to Luke Risati. Risati's going to drive into the lane. No good, and that is rebounded by the Blue Devils. But it is almost saved. But it'll go to the Patriots here, as under the basket. Here's Risati again. He'll flip it out. Philip Park is going to be called for the charging foul.
I definitely did not see a charging foul. I'm sure Philip Park finally getting an opportunity to drive into the lane, and just unfortunate. But
yeah, that'll be the 3rd foul so far in this first half for the Patriots. The 7th total between both teams, as we see De La Pena is going to flip it out. Now here's Tyler Raymond going up with it. The wide open layup, and that is good. Putting the lead back down to 11 for the Patriots. Now here we go with Park. He's going to flip it out to Caprioni. Caprioni, the mid-range. Off the bank, no good. That is going to be rebounded by Tyler Raymond. Raymond again going to drive to the basket. That is no good, though, and that is rebounded by Chester Macarenas, the leading scorer for this Hills team. as we see Ali Mensaroglu at the elbow. He's going to give it to Luke Crissati. Crissati over to Caprioni. No good. Now taking up the ball, passes it down. What a play there, but unfortunately they do not go for the layup. And that will be a missed opportunity there for Woodridge, as they had that open layup, but they decided to pass it out for the three-pointer. Here is Phillip Park now with the ball. He will drive to the lane, flips it over. Now it's Luke Crissati for three. Yes, it is good. Number 11, the junior Luke Crissati with the three-pointer. And that will end the first half of this game, as the Wayne Hills Patriots are up 39-25, a 14-point lead, the biggest lead of this game after that Luke Crissati three-pointer.
Yeah, both the Macarenas brothers having great games, with now Chester with 9 and then Andre with 7. But Luke Crissati creeping up there with now 6 points after hitting that amazing three-point shot near the end of the second half, putting the Patriots up by 14. And then the rebounds. Patriots have completely taken over the game in rebounds, having now 21 rebounds compared to the Blue Devils' 11. And then turnover-wise, the Blue Devils have 6 and the Patriots only have 2, which definitely shows why the Blue Devils are in a pretty big deficit going to the second half.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a high-scoring game so far, but the Patriots have been able to outplay this Blue Devils team, and that's what gave them that 14-point lead with, like Jake said, the Macarenas brothers, Chester with 9 points, Andre with 7, definitely leading this team to this great lead that they have so far.
And now we will see you after break. Hello and welcome back to Patriot Stadium here in this for second half action. As you see in the monitor behind us, some stats as the Patriots are up 39-25 going to the second half, having a great game. And then you see the Patriots leading in rebounds 21-11. And then also in turnovers, Patriots only have 2 compared to the Blue Devils 6. Definitely those 2 bottom stats, rebounds and turnovers, separating the 2 teams. And the Patriots having an enormous 14-point lead. Having a great game and a very balanced game from all their players.
Yeah, I mean, some more stats so far. Chester Macarenas leading the game with 9 points. Andre Macarenas' his brother with 7. We have James Adamo, who got injured before, but not before, scoring 4 points. We have Philip Park with 5, Kyle Mulholland with 2, Ali Mansuroglu with 5, and Luke Crissati with 6. A lot of players on this Hills team contributing to this lead that they have so far.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Jason. And even though the Blue Devils obviously down by 14, which is a lot of points, but they've had a lot of bright spots. And now I think we have Mr. Hittinger here on the mic. Mr. Hittinger, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. How you doing, guys?
Hello, Mr. Hittinger. I'm Jake Tallarico. So we have a couple questions for you. So what do you think led to the Patriots' success in the first half?
Sure. Well, like you said, it's been a very balanced game. I think they've adjusted nicely after Adamo unfortunately got injured. I think the 3 keys have been for them, first off, offensive rebounds. And you said they're out rebounding, but the offensive rebounds are leading the second chance points, and they are making the most of that. So that's the first thing I thought was a big key. The second thing is they are shooting the 3 ball, and the Macarenas brothers, too, are 16 points out of the 39. And I think we've got 4 or 5 threes total for the team. So that has keyed this offense, almost 40 points in the first half. And really been impressed with the Patriots overall. The last thing I think is the Blue Devils have only shot 2 free throws. So Wayne Hills has been able to limit them from driving, limit them from drawing fouls, so they've stayed out of foul trouble. They haven't had to have as many substitutions. They haven't allowed the Blue Devils to get to the free throw line and try to chip away that way. So, I mean, really a well-balanced game overall. I'll tell you what, Woodridge is not playing a horrible game either. It's just that, again, those big threes have led to this 14-point lead for the Patriots.
Yeah, this is Jason Hook, Mr. Inger. I was just wondering, you were talking about the 3-ball before. I was wondering, going to the season, did you expect this team to be so dominant from behind the line, or was that like a surprise to you?
I really, it was tough to determine what this team exactly would look like. I think that I was expecting them to be able to shoot the 3-ball, yes. I'm really most impressed, actually. So that doesn't come as much of a surprise to me. What really does is the physicality. This team has been able to really mature. It's not a senior-heavy team either. Juniors are able to make contact, draw fouls, get to the free throw line. That's really what's impressed me the most.
Thank you, Mr. Hittinger.
Thanks, guys.
And now as the second half is about to get underway here. So still a couple more stats we can go over is I want to talk about the rebounds for the Patriots. Ali Mansuroglu with a total of 6 in the first half, just not even starting off in this game, just coming in, getting the rebounds. And Kyle Holland also was featured in the first quarter after that James Adamo injury. Unfortunate there. But Kyle Holland, a total of 4 points and had multiple rebounds there himself. And now, as the clock winds down, we're going to get started here with second half action. Definitely looking forward to what's going to happen between these teams. Patriots have a pretty nice lead here. Now, it looks like we got Philip Park, Chester Macarenas, all in the lineup. And just to let you guys know, I'm Jake Tallarico, and I'll be taking over play-by-play here in the second half. And now we see Philip Park on the top, passing over to Andre Macarenas, back in the lineup here for the second half. And now, passing the ball around is Andre, back to Philip, and airballs that shot, and it looks like that will stay with the Patriots. Ali Mansuroglu fighting for that rebound. Another great play by Ali Mansuroglu. been doing great underneath here so far.
Yeah, not something you see very often. You don't really see Philip Park missing a lot of shots, and you don't see him airballing a lot of shots. Ali Mensaroglu, as you said, he went up with that. Almost lost it as he went for the rebound with one hand, but luckily that was Stephen Crandall who tipped it out of bounds. As we see that foul on Crandall.
Yeah, now Ali Mensaroglu makes that first shot here. See if he can make the second one, which this would now give them a 16-point lead here. Now the Blue Devils with the ball, passing the ball around. Chester almost getting a steal there. Not sure who he's passing to. Keeping the ball in is the Blue Devils. Passing around and going up for the layup is there. Looks like that was number 11, Stephen Crandall. Now Ali Mensaroglu with the ball underneath, pushing the defender off. Cannot make the shot, unfortunately. That was another rebound there for the Blue Devils as Ali Mensaroglu is still on the ground fighting for the ball. As this looks like it will be a jump ball.
Yeah, Ali Mensaroglu known to fight for that ball. He's got that hustle, and that's something that he was just showing over there. You know, he's diving for each and every loose ball, as that will be a jump there. That will be a foul on number 1, Andre Macarenas.
I definitely did not see the foul there, maybe because it looked like the Blue Devils player the ball, or maybe Andre went for the jump ball and just could not get it. Now, Blue Devils have the ball at the top. Passing the ball around, and looks like saved it from being a backcourt. Andre tips the pass, and now going up. And that is another missed shot there as Philip Park takes the ball up. Now Philip Park taking the deep three, and it makes it! What a great shot by Philip Park. Philip Park still, no matter what, the best player on this team. Blue Devils passing the ball around, taking another three, and that shot is off, and another great rebound by the Patriots. Ali Mensaroglu with the ball, passing over to his point guard, Philip Park. Philip Park passing over to Chester Macarenas. Macarenas to Ali. Back to Philip Park. Philip Park passing to Ali Mensaroglu underneath the basket. Kanam trying to get up and gets in there. Great play by Ali Mensaroglu, using his big size to get the ball in the basket.
Yeah, that'll put Ali Mensaroglu tied with Chester Macarenas for the leading scorer in this game, as he now has 9, and that was a very deep three there from Matthew Delapena, but that goes in.
Matthew Delapena, a star, one of the star players for this Blue Devils team. As that is another missed shot there by Philip Park, but Patriots get another rebound. Now Philip Park back with the ball. Philip Park driving in. Oh, another missed three there by the Patriots. That ball just did not want to go in as it spun around inside the hoop. Not passing the ball out. Taking a three here. And now that shot goes in. Another three made by Stephen Crandall. Another bigger player, but still can shoot from any range that he wants to. Now Philip Park looking to drive in, passing it out. Now Ali Mensaroglu taking the three. And that is just off. Patriots cannot get the rebound there. As now Trey Packin passes it to a teammate. Trey Packin going up and makes the layup. Trey Packin, a very special talent here for the Blue Devils, as they're trying to cut down this Patriots lead, now only down by 11. Now Chester passing the ball around. Back to Philip Park here. Park looking to drive in. Drives in. And cannot get the layup to fall, and neither cannot get the rebound either, as the whistles are blown.
And very arguable foul there. I mean, we saw Coach Karstich was not happy with that, and I believe we have a replay of a three-pointer from earlier. If we can cue that. Stephen Crandall, the pump fake, takes that little step back. Chester Macarenas goes up for it, but it is no avail. Stephen Crandall, you know, he shows off that fake right there, and he makes that easy three-pointer, and it is now 35 for the Blue Devils, but they are still down by 11 points here as the Patriots have 46 with 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go. We've seen a bit of a turn of events here. I mean, Ali Mansuroglu going into this second half only had 5 points, but he's already got 4 more so far in these 3 minutes 53 seconds, as he is now tied with Chester Macarenas, but Macarenas is now in the game.
The Blue Devils have the ball again, passing over to Trey Packin. Trey Packin with the ball. And it looks like that'll be another foul on Ali Mansuroglu. Cannot have that happen as he's having a great game so far. And that is his 3rd foul. Surprising the Patriots, leaving him in with just a little bit less than halfway to go in this 3rd quarter here. Blue Devils with the ball here. Passing the ball over to number 11, Stephen Crandall going up. That'll be a foul. No and one there, cannot put the shot in, but that will be a foul.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like that one was on number 11, Luke Crissati, as Crandall, he went up with that ball, used his height to his advantage, and unfortunately it did not work out for him, but he will still go to the line for 2.
As he makes that first shot, and we see some substitutions here for the Patriots. Brandon Caprioni coming in the game, and I also see Kyle Mulholland in the game. Brandon Caprioni came in for Ali Mansuroglu with his 3 fouls. Definitely don't want to see him getting fouled out of this game, as he's having one of his better games of the season. And now Patriots with the ball. Chester has it, driving into the basket, and just gets the ball over the other defender. Chester, a very talented player for this Patriots team.
Yeah, man, another bucket there from Chester Macarenas, showing that, he can hit those threes, but also he's great at driving to the basket, just like his brother Andre. His brother more of an inside scorer. Chester loves that three-pointer, though, but he shows off that he can score from really anywhere on that side of the court.
There's another 3 made here by Woodridge, cutting their lead to only 8 points, or the Patriots lead to only 8 points as Chester makes a 3. Chester Macarenas has just been on fire in the past 2 games. Now number 25 has the ball. Michael Sarlo did not hit that 3 as he hit the 1 on the last possession. Phillip Park passing to Chester Macarenas. Driving into the basket is Chester Macarenas. Passing over to Kyle Mulholland, looking to drive in, and gets fouled. And now it looks like we have a replay of number 3's 3-point shot.
Yeah, if we can just cue that really quick, we have number 3, Tyler Raymond, off of the pass from Trey Peck, and the 3-pointer contested by Chester Macarenas, but it does not affect that shot at all. Tyler Raymond, a great 3-point shooter for this Blue Devils team. Even when he's contested, he does not, care about any pressure that's being put on him. He will make those shots whenever he needs to make those shots.
Kyle Mulholland missing both free throws there. Unfortunate. So Blue Devils have the ball. A tip pass there by number 20 for the Patriots, Brandon Caprioni. Now Chester guarding up top. Blue Devils player driving in, and that's off. That was number 3, Tyler Raymond. Now taking another shot. That ball saved, but did not matter. That was saved by number 11, Stephen Crandall. Passing the ball down court. And that's Kyle Mulholland making the easy layup. Kyle Mulholland, definitely a bigger player, getting a lot of rebounds and still can use his speed, as looked like Phillip Park was looking for a charging foul there. Just could not get it called, as there was multiple called on him in the past couple of games. Looks like that was a 3 that was a little unnecessary, probably being frustrated with the last call. It's Brandon Caprioni using his big size to grab that. And then Patriots cannot get the shot off. And then it looks like Luke Crissati runs into the player. I would assume he did not see him and is looking at the ball and then runs into the player there, as there will still be a foul on him no matter what. That is his 2nd foul of the game. Wayne Hills still has an 11-point lead with this 3rd quarter just starting to wind down here. And now Andre Macarenas is now back in the game. Looking forward to see him play and see what he can do. Trey Packin taking another three, and that is off. Patriots getting the rebound. Ali Mansoroglu back in the game after having 3 foul shots. Excuse me, just three fouls on the game, and now Phillip Park with the ball again. Driving to the lane, go underneath, and just cannot get the ball in the basket. Now Blue Devils driving down. As the ball's almost stolen by the Patriots. Trey Packin driving to the basket, tries to spin move. Did not fool Chester Macarenas as he steals that ball away. And now Phillip Park going up and gets the foul called.
Yeah, and that one looks like it'll be on number 3 there. Tyler Raymond, that'll be his first foul of the game, and that will be the 3rd so far for the Blue Devils as they're now down by 11 points. Phillip Park with the opportunity to make it 12 or even 13. As, yeah, he makes that first one there.
Phillip Park, almost their automatic shooter, as Brandon Caparini comes in for Ali Mansoroglu. Ali Mansoroglu and Brandon Caprioni, definitely their best rebounders on the team, as they use their big side just to get everything and box their defenders out. Now Phillip Park, their best shooter, makes both of his free throws, putting the Patriots' lead to now 13 points.
That'll be the 10th point of the game for Phillip Park here.
Now Trey Packin with the ball, trying to put a move on his defender. Matthew De La Pena misses that, and then rebounded by number 11 there, Luke Rosati for the Patriots. Taking it slow here towards the end of this 3rd quarter. Clock winding down. No, it looks like that'll be a foul. Not sure if that was on Trey Packin.
Yeah, it looks like that'll be on Packin, his 3rd of the game, and the 4th for the Blue Devils, as both teams are very close to putting each other in the bonus.
Looks like Trey Packin came out of the game there for number 0, Nicholas Rizzos. Just about 10 seconds left. Phillip Park looking to get a shot here. Going in, driving to the basket, and the ball does fall in. Great shot by Phillip Park. Phillip Park, you can always trust him in any time of the game, as now that full court shot is missed. Unfortunately, Jason does love full court shots, just can never get one.
Yeah, man. I was, the Patriots are our hometown team, but if there's a player that's shooting a full court shot, I'm always hoping that one goes in. It's just something very exciting to see. In such a big game that's going on so far. The Patriots are up by so much right now. If something really exciting like that happens, it would be something very special to see.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Jason. And Jason, you have a couple stats for us?
I do, as Chester Macarenas is the lead scorer with 14 points. Ali Mansoroglu is Phillip Park is right behind them with 12 points. Ali Mansoroglu behind Park with 9. We also have Andre Macarenas with 6 points. Luke Rosati with 6 as well. James Nama with 4, and Kyle Mulholland with that great fast break layup, putting him up to his 4th point as well.
Yeah, Phillip Park now with 12. Struggling a little bit in the first half, but now coming alive again near in the second half. Just about as this 4th quarter is getting ready on to go, with Patriots up 57-42 here. See if the Patriots will most likely take this end of the game slower, waste more time on the clock, as they have a servable lead, as they did last game also versus Lakeland. Let's see if maybe the Blue Devils can give them a little run for their money and try and make a couple shots. Now, Blue Devils passing the ball in. Now, Trey Packin back in the game, even having 3 fouls. Now there's Tyler Raymond with the ball, passing over to underneath. It's number 11, and he makes a layup. Steven Crandall makes that layup. The big man underneath. Steven Crandall also has 2 threes on this game, as Chester misses that 3. Unfortunate play there. He cannot get that 3 to fall, as a fast break here for the Blue Devils. I am not sure how Matthew Matthew Della Pena saved that, as that is another three missed. And Trey Packin, wow, what a play by Trey Packin there. Did get to the rebound and then put that right up using his tremendous speed just to get back underneath the basket in time. Looks like that is another foul here on number 3, Tyler Raymond, his second of the game. Now Phillip Park passing the ball in. Passing it behind the court to Luke Rosati. Passing it over to Chester Macarenas. Both Macarenas brothers are in the game, Chester and Andre. Luke looking to take that three, just did not. Phillip Park with the ball, looking to drive in. Passes the ball out to Ali Mansoroglu, back in the game. Passing it back to Phillip Park here at the top. Definitely looking to pass around, and Ali Mansoroglu misses that shot, unfortunately. As usually that is a pretty easy shot for Ali Mansoroglu, just could not get that one to fall. As Luke Rosati gets the rebound there.
Yeah, Mansoroglu, one of the taller players on this team. He's a great rebounder and a great shooter. Unfortunately, he just couldn't make that one.
A great shot by Phillip Park. Not sure what happened to Tyler Raymond there, as we could not see it from our point of view, but he was on the ground. But Phillip Park, the most consistent player on this team. And now Matthew Della Pena loses the ball, unfortunately. Another turnover here for the Blue Devils.
Looks like things are slowly falling apart for Woodridge here. As you know, that wide open shot from Phillip Park into that turnover for the Blue Devils. Things are slowly, decreasing in value for this team, and they need some more valuable plays.
Yeah, points play a big factor, obviously, and that's the whole point, is to score. But the rebounds, the Patriots have completely dominated that stat all game. As now Tyler Packin, or Trey Packin, excuse me, cannot make that shot. As that is a turnover there for the Patriots. It's just something you don't want to do now. Late in this game, just keep the ball in your possession and waste time on the clock, as this will be a timeout.
Great three-pointer there from Phillip Park, as that is his 15th point so far this game. He's the leading scorer now. He has outscored Chester Macarena so far by only 1 point. And, he's the leading scorer so far this season, so it's not really a huge surprise that he will be, a great shooter so far this game. But, he's really showed up. He's hit, I believe, 3 or 4 three-pointers, and he also had those free throws from earlier that really helped him build this team up. They were up by, I believe, 14 earlier as their biggest lead, and they have tied it now 60-46 with just over 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the game.
Yeah, the Patriots 14-point lead, 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go and counting. Definitely stealing the ball there is number 11 for the Patriots, Luke Rosati. Chester back to Phillip, taking another three, and that goes in. Phillip Park with another three-point shot. He cannot be stopped. Phillip Park, a great player for this Patriots team. Now Blue Devils with the ball. And that is another turnover there for the Blue Devils. Very unfortunate, as they really struggling to get back in this game. Now Phillip Park with the ball, passing over to Chester Macarenas. Now Andre with the ball, driving in, taking the easy shot, and that falls. Another great shot there by Chester. Or excuse me, that was Andre Macarenas. And now that is another steal. Luke Rosati now has the ball. Pass over to Phillip Park. Makes the defender miss, taking another three. And that cannot fall down, unfortunately, there, as he has been on a hot streak in the second half. Now driving in. Making the layup is their number 24, Matthew Della Pena. Now looks like this will be another timeout there for the Patriots. as they now have a 17-point lead. About 4 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. Let's see what the Patriots do with a 17-point lead. Definitely want to put this game away as quickly as they can. Just wasting time on the clock would be the best way to do it. Now the Blue Devils coming out of their huddle here. So the Patriots. Jason, how many points does Phillip Park have so far in this game?
So far, Phillip Park has 19 points. He's the leading scorer. Chester Macarenas right behind with 14. And Ali Mansuroglu in third with 9. Actually, Andre Macarenas as well has 9 points.
Yeah, Andre hit that little short shot earlier. It was basically a layup for him. Now Andre gets that rebound there. Phillip Park just standing there with the ball in his hands, staring down the defender. See if he can make a move here. Now Chester with the ball, taking the wide open three, why not? And that falls again, Chester Macarenas. I mean, he has just been on fire the past 2 games. When you don't guard him, he's gonna take every shot. Now Trey Packin with the 3. That was almost a 3-point shot there that you don't even, not that you don't care there, you just want to take it, see if you get lucky that one of these shots can fall, as the Patriots really just cannot stop scoring as they're up by 20 points here. Now Phillip Park calls off the screen from Ali Mansuroglu. Now Chester with the ball. Definitely winding the clock down with about 3 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. Now passing over to Lucas Sadi, goes up and cannot get that to fall. As Chester gets the ball behind his head. I don't know how he even got that, as he probably passes back to the Blue Devils. Phillip Park, great defense underneath, forcing that miss. I mean, Chester Macarenas, I don't know if we can get a replay of that. He caught the ball behind his head and then passed the ball out, unfortunately, to the other team. But it's just an amazing play by a great athlete in Chester Macarenas.
Yeah, I mean, at first it looked like he didn't even know he had the rebound. You know, he had to turn his head over saying, you know, do I have that? Is that in my hands? And it was. As he passes that out, unfortunately, it was to a turnover.
Reminds me of the David Tyree helmet catch in Super Bowl 42 there for the Giants. Obviously, this has nothing to do with basketball. Just a little reference there, as now the Blue Devils have the ball. And another great play by Ali Mansuroglu, the big man underneath, getting the charging foul. 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go. Patriots with an amazing lead of 22 points.
Yeah, like you were just saying, catching it behind his head. That does, in fact, remind me of that helmet catch right behind the helmet. David Tyree, former NFL player, I believe he was born and raised here in New Jersey. So
yeah,
that's a little fun fact for you people at home.
Yeah, he was born and raised here in New Jersey, played for the Giants for multiple years. And he also lived here in Wayne, New Jersey for a couple of years. Never attended Wayne Hills High School or anything around here, just lived here in Wayne. But Patriots putting in a couple of their players that don't get a lot of playing time here, as it looks like number 5 is coming to the game. Not sure who that is, as we don't have his number down. Now Ali Mansuroglu with the ball, driving into the basket. Chester going up again, making that shot. Blue Devils with the ball, almost at desperation, trying to get something here, and they do get that to fall. Now the Patriots passing the ball here. Now Chester taking the ball up the court, as it looks like Phillip Park is out of the game. Now passing the ball over to Brandon Caprioni. Brandon Caprioni, a great player for this team, a great rebounder also. Doesn't put up the stats that you like to see in points and stuff, but definitely a great player underneath. Now Brandon Caprioni taking the 3. As I said, he cannot shoot. Obviously, he does miss that one, but Chester going up again and makes that. I'm not sure how many points Chester Macarenas has, but definitely surging here late in this game.
Yeah, that is the 21st point for Chester Macarenas. As in the last game, he was the second highest scorer. But here, you know, he's really showing off those baskets that he's making.
Now the Patriots with the ball again. Just wasting time here. Kyle Mulholland with the ball as he is in the game. Number 4, Sanford Simmons has it. Passes the ball back. Wasting time here. Just about 20 seconds left to go in this game. A great performance by the Patriots, as this will bring them to 9-3 on the season. Unfortunately, this will fall the Blue Devils to 4-8 as Brandon Caprioni takes another 3. Very odd 3 from Brandon Caprioni, but Blue Devils still putting a little fight into this game. Obviously, this game's now over. The Patriots do win this game 74-55, winning by a total of 19 points. Just a great performance by every player on this Patriots team. Very high scoring, which is very entertaining to watch for us here in the studio. Jason, you have a couple stats for us?
Yes, I do. Chester Macarenas, leading scorer with 21 points. Right behind him, Phillip Park with 18 points. 2 very great scorers for this Patriots team, as they both, you know, lead the Phillip Park, the leading scorer for this team, and Chester Macarenas, a great senior as well. Right behind him was Ali Mansuroglu with 11 points. You know, going into this game, he is the leading rebounder, and he did have a lot of rebounds so far this game, and, you know, showing that he could score on the offensive end as well, which was something that was very great to see from Mansuroglu. We did see James Adamo hurt his leg earlier on in the game, which was very unfortunate, but he did have those 4 points that, you know, helped build momentum for the Patriots in the first quarter. We have Kyle Mulholland with a few great rebounds and 4 points. Luke Crisati had those 2 3-pointers. And Andre Macarenas with 9 points. You know, another great scorer for this Patriots team.
I think we have our player of the game here down on the court, Phillip Park. Phillip, can you hear us? Hey, Phillip. It's Jake Tallarico here. What led to your success this game?
We came out hard, and our teammates were ready for this game, and we hit our shots early, and we just kept making them. Felt good.
All right. Hey, Phillip, this is Jason Hook speaking. I was just wondering, you know, with all the professional NBA players, what NBA player would you associate your game with?
My favorite player is Devin Booker. I try to be like him. I like the way he plays.
Well, thank you, Phillip. That's all we have there for our post-game interview with our player of the game, Phillip Park. Phillip Park, definitely the best player on this team. Love to watch him every time we broadcast these boys' games, as that about wrap things up here at Wayne Hills High School. Wayne Hills defeating the Woodridge Blue Devils 73-55, and
Yes.
next game, I'm not sure who we are playing next game.
Our next game will be on Tuesday the 2nd, March 2nd, against West Milford High School.
Definitely looking forward to that matchup, as Patriots 9-3 on the season can improve to 10-3 after that game. But that just about wraps things up here at Wayne Hills High School, and we'll see you next time.